Hello! Alright, so I don't know how many of you are actually ever going to join this. Probably most of you will just watch this in the future. But as you've noticed, I haven't uploaded a video. I haven't edited. I actually have a couple videos to edit, but I haven't taken the time to edit them, and I'll kind of talk about that in a second. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get started. I'm going to make some keto mac and cheese. Recently, I don't know, I'm almost moving towards OMAD just kind of naturally. Like I eat my breakfast and then I'm just still hungry, like an hour later, 2 hours later. So yeah, so I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'll just go ahead and eat lunch early. And then, I mean, I guess the good thing is then I have a longer fasting window because I don't continue to eat. The other nice thing is that I get really full. So I'm sorry, my hair is kind of crazy. When I put the apron on, it kind of did some things. So I'm gonna make some keto mac and cheese. And what I have is some of these that look, I actually had a friend say they look like worms, but these are the konjac rice noodles. It's Skinny brand is the brand I actually prefer. So they're just about that big. And I'm going to dump them into my pan here, and I'll show you that in a second as I get them all kind of squared away. So I'll kind of show you. I just have them in there. And there's no oil in the pan. There's literally nothing else in there. And I'm just going to kind of start cooking them because with konjac noodles, first of all, you want to drain and rinse them very well, but they take a little bit longer to cook than the shrimp that I'm going to add. I'm going to add some shrimp in here. And so there's that. So while I'm kind of working on this, I thought I would chat with you guys about where I've been. So as you guys may know, if you followed me for a little while, my kids went to college, which was really pretty tough on me to have them both. My youngest, my baby, went off to school. Then the videos that I had kind of posted after that, most of them were done actually during my vacation time that I just kind of pre-posted. But around the 1st of October, my puppy got sick. She's not really a puppy. She's actually 7 years old. But she got a urinary tract infection, and I won't into all of that. But just kind of a long story short, she's fine now. I'll show her, I'm sure. But it was kind of sketchy. We ended up having to go to the vet 3 different times. They actually had to change her antibiotic up one time to give her a bigger dose. Yeah. So in addition to the stress and just emotional drain of having an empty nest, I also was dealing with having to take care of my dog. Like she couldn't jump at all. She couldn't even lift up. Like a lot of times, dogs, especially small dogs, they'll kind of just put their front paws on you to tell you if they want up, or sometimes she does it just if she's stretching. But yeah, so I had to care for her. We have a 2-story house, and our backyard, she has a doggy door, so which is probably one reason why we didn't catch the UTI sooner. Most people are like, oh, your dog should be urinating more often, all that stuff. I'm like, well, we have a doggy door, and she actually does hang out outside most of the time in the morning, so I'm not going to notice that. When I noticed that she was having issues was when we went for a walk one day, and she basically didn't want to walk. She was kind of over it. So I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp now. So there's that. And that's a 12-ounce bag of shrimp. Of course, it's probably like 10 ounces by the time you get all the tail and shell off. Tail and shell. Sorry, let me adjust this a little bit better. Ah! Okay, you're falling. So that was literally that whole dog thing was a 3-week issue. Obviously, I did work and continue to live my life, but she basically took up a ton of my time and attention because she wasn't eating, she wasn't drinking. I was having to really entice her, So I was making her special food and all kinds of stuff to encourage her to eat and drink and to keep her alive. Because what you may not know is the whole reason we got her in the first place was because I wanted to have, something to love and take care of after my kids went to school. And so when we got her, that was really, even though it was 7 years ago, the plan was, because she's supposed to live till she's about 17, was, oh, okay, this is going to be kind of our plan for when the kids go to school so that I can have a little fur baby to hug. So that was a mess. I put on like 10 pounds during that 3 weeks. My diet didn't change at all. I wasn't eating differently. I wasn't exercising differently. Just stress. And I knew it was stress weight because, it's all in your tummy. So the combination, again, of the stress of, saying goodbye to my kiddos, and I still miss them immensely. And I miss my son a lot, not because I don't love my daughter, because she's amazing, but I talk to her more. And she's been gone. This is her 3rd year, but she'll actually graduate this fall. But this is her last term. But like I said, she actually will call me, we'll chat. So it's a little different, whereas my son, he's kind of a typical boy, as in he's not a big communicator of reaching out and chatting on the phone. I mean, he'll text me every once in a while, so I know he's alive. He'll send me comments about classes or something, but it's really hit and miss. And he used to come home from school every day. I work from home, and he would come in my office and sit down and tell me about his day, even though most of the time nothing happened. So I miss that. All right, so now that we've got our shrimp is probably 3/4 done, I would say, I'm going to go ahead and add, this is about 3 ounces of shredded Colby Jack. So we're going to add that in there. And we're going to add some Parmesan. I'm just doing this. I actually have some good Parmesan in the fridge, but I'm just trying to make this fast. And then I'm going to do probably about a tablespoon and a half of heavy cream. And then I'm also going to add some butter, but I can't add the butter and hold the phone. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. There's the butter. I'm going to add, probably a tablespoon of that as well. So, so that's kind of where I was and what was happening during that time. I also just kind of came to a decision, though, and I will post videos randomly when I really have something that I need to say, but honestly, there are so many people that do YouTube and do such a great job of providing information. I feel like what I have to say isn't necessarily needed. And as you guys know, I started this YouTube channel to help my family and friends. But if there are already people out there saying the same thing that I would say, and they have more time or more resources or do it better, then I might as well let them. So I think I've kind of decided I'm probably not going to post very often. I'll still, of course, interact with the people that I follow and support those other YouTubers, especially the small ones. But, we had kids, me and my husband. I had custody of my brother basically half time within 3 months of us getting married, and we only dated for 6 months before we got married. And then I also got pregnant a month after that, so 4 months into our marriage I got pregnant. So we've literally all but 2 months in our marriage have had children, for the past 21 years. So this is really the first time, honestly, since those first 2 months that we've been able to just focus on us. And I work 2 jobs. He works 2 jobs during 6 to 8 months out of the year because he does a lawn care business plus his normal state job that he does because y'all, college is expensive. And I am like, I have to record the video and then I have to edit it, and that time has to come from somewhere. So I really just felt like, I've been kind of putting him off on the back burner, not completely, obviously, but I've had so many other things that I've had to take care of. Kids need me, etc., etc. And I just think it's our time. It's time to reconnect and focus on us. That was kind of one of the thoughts we had when we decided to have kids early on. That was intentional, was like, hey, if we do have kids early on, guess what? We're going to be young still when we don't have kids, and we'll still be able to do all the things that our friends and stuff are doing now. We'll be able to do this when we're older, and we'll have more money because we'll be older. We didn't think about the whole college cost thing, so that was kind of a flaw in our plan. But my mac and cheese is basically done. Sorry, I'm covering the camera here. It's all steamy. Ooh. So I'm gonna salt and pepper that, and other than that, it's good to go. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl here, and I actually will eat the whole thing. As you guys know, I only eat 2 meals a day, and calorically, this is actually, most of the calories are coming from the cheese. I'm sorry, you're falling. But yeah, it's not super dense, but it is a filling because those noodles take up a lot of space because they're all basically 100% fiber. If you're a net carber, this is a 0 carb meal because the konjac noodles are they're 4 grams of carbs per serving. There are 2 servings in a bag. I did use a whole bag. But it's also 4 grams of fiber. So if you do net carbs, it's all carb. It's all fiber. So it ends up being 0 net carbs, if that's how you do. I kind of hit and miss. Like if I don't really count. I don't worry about overeating in vegetables or stuff, I guess. I'm not really a net carber. But I guess in my brain, I'm kind of like, well, if it has a lot of fiber, I'm not going to worry about it too much. So I'm just going to add, like I said, some salt and pepper to this. And it sounds like a lot, but I'm using the little grinder, so it takes a lot. You want to have a good deal here. And it looks prettier before I mix the salt and pepper in, so I will show that to you very quickly. There it is in all of its beauty. Look at that shrimp. It's like perfect. Oh, so good. So, long story, 10 minutes, 13 minutes in. That's where I've been. That's what I'm doing. As I said, I'll continue to support you guys, but I'm just not going to post a lot of videos unless I have a lot of time. Or I might do a live like this where I'm just making my lunches. I still have ideas for videos and things that I would like to do, but we have Christmas is around the corner, and I don't know if you guys know, but I'm the children's church coordinator at my church, and so we're going to be working on our Christmas program. So that's just another thing that's going to add to my schedule that's already very, very full. So if you don't see me, just know that I'm here. I'm living the keto life. I did drop most of the weight from the stress. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm back down. I go between 156 and 158. So 3 to 5 pounds higher than my lowest, which was 154. But I have a little fat scan machine thing, and it did say that my body fat percentage went down. So I'm really excited about that because it says that I'm at 26%. My goal is 25%, and that's kind of what I've been focusing on with my workouts. And then I take monthly pictures, and my composition is changing every month. So the scale may not be changing a whole lot, But, you know, my legs are slimmer. My bottom is getting a lot more contour back, which is what I wanted because I kind of lost my booty when I did keto, and so I kind of want it back. So if I have to gain 5 pounds to get that booty back, I'm okay with that, honestly. But my legs are really strong. I've got, you know, I've got some biceps. The back flaps are decreasing, which is also a thing. And like I told you guys before, I know that there's probably going to be a while before I lose all the loose skin and stuff. But I'll kind of keep check in every once in a while as I have time. Thanks, guys, for subscribing to my channel. And check out all the other people that are out there. Have a great day.